Good afternoon everyone, a very warm welcome on board this EasyJet flight. My name is Ryan, I'm the cabin manager on today's service. I'd just like to have my welcome to that of Captain Steve Field and First Officer Raymond Knowles, and welcome you on board our Airbus A320 operated EZYJet flight, the 1807 service. We're off to Dubrovnik with a flight time of 2 hours and 30 minutes. Joining me in the cabin this afternoon is a lovely crew. They're going to take good care of you today, and if you sat towards the rear then you'll be well looked after by Emma and Ross, and Vicky's alongside myself here at the front. We'll be starting today's flight as ever by taking you through the safety features and the equipment that are specific to EasyJet and this Airbus A320. Please do give that your full attention and the attention that it deserves, and thereafter the time's all yours to sit back and enjoy the flight. I'd just like to remind you once again, specifically if you're sat in rows, between rows 2 and 7, we have a passenger around this area that suffers a very severe reaction to alcoholic antibacterial gels. So if you do have any of these products on your person, if you do need to use them, can you make sure that you're moving away from those rows to use them? And alternatively, just come and see us here in the galleys, because we do have our own supply of gel as well that you can use. So once again, if you are sat between rows 2 and 7, please don't use any alcoholic bacterial gel. So thanks so much indeed for your attention. I'd like to wish you a very pleasant flight. Anything else that we can do for you today, then please just ask. And once again, a very warm welcome on board. Whilst the cabin crew are taking their positions in the cabin, ladies and gentlemen, the Croatian authorities require that all passengers complete a passenger locator form before entering Croatia, in addition to the online form that you should have completed. The cabin crew have distributed these during boarding. On arrival, we'll ask that you leave these on the front or the rear seats as you disembark the aircraft. I must stress that this form is in addition to the online form that you will have done, and it needs to be left on board with us so we can give it the authorities once we arrive in Dubrovnik. If you have any further questions regarding this specifically, please speak to a member of crew during the flight. Well, the cabin crew have now taken their positions in the cabin. We ask that you pay attention to illuminated signs and crew member instructions, including the following safety procedures. The safety card found in your seat pocket contains important information about the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and the brace position that you must adopt if you hear the command, brace, brace. On board this Airbus aircraft there are 8 emergency exits, and the cabin crew are now pointing out the exits that are nearest to you. Please do bear in mind that your nearest usable exit could be behind you. Emergency lighting will guide you to your nearest exit, and in an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are illuminated, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the cabin air supply fails, masks like these are dropped from the panels above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen. Place it over your mouth and nose and secure it with the strap, and to adjust on each side like this. Remember to fit your own mask first before helping others with theirs. In the unlikely event of needing to use an oxygen mask on this afternoon's flight, please remember to remove your face mask or your face covering first before then putting on the oxygen mask. If we land on water, take a life jacket from underneath your seat. Remove it from its pouch and place it over your head. Fasten the tapes around your waist and clip together, pulling the strap to adjust. Do not inflate it inside of the aircraft. When you're outside, inflate it by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate, or if it needs topping up, plug this tube. There's a light and a whistle here for attracting attention, and the cabin crew can be on hand to assist you with life jackets for children. Please now ensure that your tray table is stowed away, your armrest is down with your window blind fully open, and that your seatbelt is of course securely fastened. Here at EasyJet, we are looking forward to the day where we can once and for all say goodbye to the masks, but for the time being at least we are continuing to wear them, in part because it is a requirement of many of the countries and destinations to which we fly. You're expected to ensure that your mask is worn at all times, covering your mouth and nose in the same way that the cabin crew are wearing theirs, but it can of course be removed for short periods so you can have something to eat or drink in flight, as long as it's put back on once again once you have finished. If you do have any concerns about anyone that's not wearing a mask, then please don't make a fuss, but instead politely and discreetly mention it to a member of cabin crew, but bear in mind that there are a small number of exemptions on board today's service, including children under the age of 6. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for your attention and wish you a very pleasant flight to Dubrovnik with EasyJet. afternoon once again, everyone, and if it's the first time in a while that you've flown, it's a pleasure to welcome you back to the skies, and also to extend a special welcome to our EasyJet Plus card holders and our flight club members. If you're interested in the EasyJet Plus scheme, then please speak to a member of crew for more information. We have a flight time today of 2 hours and 30 minutes, so we should have you in Dubrovnik well ahead of schedule at around 25 minutes to 5 local time. If you would like to just watch us, the local time in Croatia at the moment is 6 minutes past 2. In the meantime, please keep your seatbelt fastened and keep it fastened whenever the seatbelt sign is on. We also recommend that you just keep it at least loosely fastened and visible to the cabin crew, as we do sometimes experience turbulence that wasn't forecast or expected. Please also remain seated, as movement in the cabin must be limited, but if you do need to stand up, please make sure that your mask is worn and keep the aisle clear to allow the customers and crew to pass by freely. If you're opening an overhead locker in flight, then please take care just in case anything has moved on takeoff just now, which could fall out and injure yourself or of course somebody close by. Toilets and washrooms are found at both ends of the cabin. They're all fitted with baby change on board our aircraft at any time, and that also includes the use of e-cigarettes. Well, due to COVID-19, the public health authorities recommend that everyone should ensure frequent hand washing with soap and water, that you cover your mouth and nose when sneezing or coughing using a tissue or flexed elbow, and to avoid touching your face. You may also be interested to know that we apply a fine mist of disinfectant to all the surfaces in the cabin. And if you do spill anything, we do have special aircraft wipes that we use. So rather than using your own, please speak to a member of cabin crew. Also, for the hygiene of everyone on board, please don't leave any rubbish or any waste around your seat area or in the seat pockets, and we will of course be making regular passes through the cabin to collect your rubbish during the flight this afternoon. We'll be commencing our in-flight service in around 15 minutes. One of my colleagues will be along to give you more information about that just before we commence the service itself. But just time to tell you that later on in the flight you can also take advantage of duty and tax-free shopping, including a further 20% off many of the products on board today. That's over and above the already discounted prices shown in your magazine. And as the European Union, or as the UK has left the European Union rather, you can take advantage of duty-free cigarettes and spirits on all international departures and arrivals from and to the United Kingdom. And you may be interested to know as well that you can now take 4 bottles of spirits through customs when you arrive back into the United Kingdom as well. So we'll leave you in peace now to enjoy the in-flight service with us. Anything else that we can do for you this afternoon, please don't hesitate to ask, and we would like to wish you a very pleasant flight. Welcome on board.
who will join you in the cabin with our EasyJet bistro service. On board today we have a selection of coffees available. We have our Segafredo coffee and we also have cappuccinos. We do have a selection of tea. We have green tea, peppermint, Earl Grey and lemon and ginger. Your hot drinks are priced at £2.90. Complement any hot drink with a blueberry muffin or a shortbread biscuit from just £4. We do have a choice of hot food available on your flight this afternoon. We have the hot cheese and ham toasties. We also have cheese and tomato pizza calzone slices and our hot bacon roll. All of which can be included in a meal deal with a drink and a snack from just £7.50. Soft drinks on board today include Coke, Diet Coke, Fanta, Sprite, Still and sparkling water. We also have a range of beers, wines and spirits available. The beer on board today is Heineken. Purchase one for £5 or two for £8. The same deal is also available on your red, white or rosé wine. We do have bottles of Prosecco available also. And we do have a selection of spirits and mixers. Snacks available, we have sour cream Pringles, original Pringles, we have our meze box, cheddar crackers, Haribo sweets and the Cadbury's twirl. Due to COVID, we no longer take cash payments on board, so it is card payments only. We do accept all major credit and debit card and our preferred method of payment is contactless. For now, we ask you to sit back, relax and we look forward to serving you. Thank you.